Hey everyone, Chris McGinnis here. So I'm recording this on October the 28th, 2011, the night before the big Halloween show in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania at the Sherman Theater, Rocky Horror Picture Show presented by the Sweet Translucent Dreams. And I know that there are all kinds of midnight showings going on all over Pennsylvania and also, I'm sure, all over the country this coming Halloween weekend. So I thought I wanted to get one more video in before all the festivities start. For this one, I'm going to focus on what I'm going to call location-based callbacks. Basically, these are callbacks that are unique to where you are. Basically, callbacks that refer to landmarks in the area and so forth. So, like I said, it may vary depending on where you are. Callbacks that work at your home theater might not translate well in the theater, say, 2 or 3 states over. So, proceed with caution, use at your own risk, etc., etc. So, anyway, excuse me. First instance of such a callback I can think of is when Brad and Janet approach the castle after, over at the Frankenstein place, after they've spoken to Riff Raff at the door, and they walk in, and you see the hallway of the castle compared to some sort of local landmark. Having seen the show a few times up in the Scranton area, I have compared it to the Weinberg Memorial Library, the new Student Center at the University of Scranton, and the lobby of Leahy Hall, the residence area in which I lived for a few years. Like I said, depending on where you are and what locales people are familiar with, use it. Use those to describe the interior of the castle. Let's see what else. At one point, when later on in the movie, when Frank is seducing Brad and Janet, it's in the bedrooms. Frank at one point says there's no crime in giving yourself over to pleasure. And the usual callback to that is, it is in either the state you're in or a state near it. So, for example, for shows I'm at, there's no crime in giving yourself over to pleasure. It is in Pennsylvania, or ultimately, it is in New Jersey, so thank God we live in Pennsylvania. Let's see. I don't know what else. The dinner scene. I know a lot of times I've heard the callback when Rocky starts eating. People say, "Hey Rocky, show us how you eat like a Marine." And after Magenta signals to him to use the utensils, the response is, "Show us how you eat like a civilized Marine." Like I said, depending on your locality, you can switch it up and play with this a bit. At the showing in Frackville last weekend, I don't remember the exact high school, but someone said, show us how a football player from this high school eats, and then show us how a civilized football player from this high school eats. I'm assuming they were probably from the rival high school, so you can do that for, high school, rival high schools, rival colleges, what have you. And another instance that comes in is at the very end, before I'm going home, when Rocky is sent off stage to work the lights and seems to be just simply pressing buttons. A good callback is Rocky Horror, graduates of, and insert the name of a rival high school or college here. Alright, that's all I have for this go around. I'm sorry it was kind of short and sudden, but like I said, I've been busy and I want to try to get one more out before Halloween weekend. I might do some more of these every now and then throughout the year, even when it's not near Halloween, because I know that there are some places that don't show Rocky just on Halloween. I mean, like I said, Schuylkill Mall Theater in Frackville, Pennsylvania, where the Sweet Translucent Dreams perform every 3rd Saturday of the month. Come check us out. So, like I said, I'm sure Rocky is showing year-round, so you can use these anytime, not just at Halloween showings. So, that's all for now. So, once again, this is Chris McGinnis saying Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed these training videos. Now get out there and do some time warping.